Right. Good day. Today we want to talk about electrolysis of water. Electrolysis of water. So I will start by explaining what the term electrolysis means. So electrolysis. The word electrolysis, it means breaking down or decomposition, breaking down by the means of electric current. It means breaking down by the means of electric current. That is electrolysis. Right? At primary level, we used to break down different compounds using different methods. Sometimes we use heat energy, sometimes we use other methods of separating a compound. But here we want to try to separate water using electricity or electric current. Okay, what is now electrolysis of water? Electrolysis of water. Right. The word electrolysis, remember, it means breaking down by the means of electricity. Which means when we are saying electrolysis of water, it means the breaking down of water using electric current. Using electric current. So this is breaking down of water using electricity. So today I want to talk about the electrolysis of water, which is breaking down of water using electricity. So as we know, water is made up of hydrogen gas and oxygen. So we want to see how best can we separate the two, which is oxygen and hydrogen. And here we want to use electrolysis of what? Of water to separate the mixture of hydrogen and oxygen. Okay? Listen now. Let us look at the diagram. Here is the diagram. There is an ammeter here. There is a battery. There is a resistor. There is a cathode. There is an anode. Right. This is a beaker. We have a beaker here. And inside the beaker, we have what we call an electrolyte. We have what you call an electrolyte. Okay? Let us look now at how this method called electrolysis can separate water into hydrogen and oxygen, which is part of our lesson. So first of all, we must you have what you call electrolyte. electrolyte. Right? Right, electrolyte yedu yatishashandisa, or the electrolyte that we are going to use here. If we say electrolyte like this one, it's not complete because we must be specific about the type of electrolyte used. We must use what you call acidified water. We must use what you call acidified water. So the question can come and ask, give the name of the electrolyte used when we want to decompose water into hydrogen and what? And oxygen. We use what you call acidified water. Why acidified water? Because pure water does not conduct what? Electricity. Because pure water does not conduct what? Electricity. That's why we prefer acidified water. Why? Because pure water does not conduct electricity. Which means in other words, we are saying acidified water conduct what? Electricity. Remember, this is the breaking down of water using what? Electricity. So we must have an electrolyte that can conduct what? Electricity. For example, now we are going to use acidified water. Right? Listen, I hope you are following. Right. The question can come and say, why we use acidified water instead of pure what? Pure water. The answer is very simple. Because pure water does not conduct what? Electricity. Therefore, by using acidified water, we want to show that this electrolyte will going to conduct electricity for proper decomposition or breaking down of water into its elements, that is hydrogen and what? And oxygen. Okay? I hope you are following now. Right. Always, during the electrolysis of water, look at this diagram. The anode is always connected to the positive, and the cathode is always connected to the what? To the negative terminal. The cathode connected to the negative terminal, and the anode connected to the what? Positive terminal. Right here is the switch, and the switch is on. That's why we see these bubbles, because there is something taking what? Taking place. And this one are test tube, and this one is all oxygen being collected. And I will explain all those things. Right. After that, what actually happened during the electrolysis of water? Right. What actually happened during the electrolysis of water? What actually happened? What is taking place? How this method can decompose water into oxygen and hydrogen? Right. What happens is that when we turn off, so when we turn on this switch, when we turn on this is the switch. The moment we turn on the switch, right, the electric current, this is the description, the electric current started to flow into the solution, or let me write into the electrolyte. Electrolyte code acidified water, called acidified what? Water. So the moment we switch on our switch here, the electric current started to flow into the electrolyte called acidified water. Right, what happens? When the electricity started to flow onto the electrolyte, the anode, the anode, this one, the anode lose more electrons to the cathode, and the cathode grow bigger. Right? This is what happened when the electricity started to flow. So we are saying, we have this diagram. Allow me to take this one. We have this diagram. Right. When the electricity started to flow into this solution that is called electrolyte. And the electrolyte that we are going to use here is acidified water, which can conduct electricity. So when the electricity starts to flow into this solution, this anode lose more electrons to the what? To the cathode. They lose more electrons to the what? To the cathode. And as a result, the cathode become bigger. The cathode become what? Bigger. And the anode become what? Smaller. Why the anode becomes small? Because it loses more electrons to the what? To the cathode. And this one, because it gains more electrons, it become what? Bigger. Right. What happens after that? As a result, oxygen is produced at the anode, and hydrogen at the cathode. So as a result, oxygen is produced at the anode, and hydrogen at the what? At the cathode. As you can see, at this cathode, hydrogen collects or twice the volume of oxygen, which means hydrogen is being collected here at the what? At the anode, at the cathode. And oxygen is being collected here at the what? At the anode. At the anode. So, in other words, we are saying, after the decomposition of water into oxygen and hydrogen, now oxygen is being collected at the anode, and hydrogen at the what? At the cathode. And the oxygen and hydrogen are produced in the ratio 1:2, which means that this is oxygen and this is what? This is hydrogen. This is the ratio in which oxygen and hydrogen are what? Are produced. They are produced in the ratio 1:2, which means there is a double hydrogen there is a double oxygen in the cathode, and here we have only oxygen. As it is written here, hydrogen collects or twice the volume of what? Of oxygen, which means the hydrogen produced here is 2 times the volume of what? Of oxygen. The hydrogen produced at the cathode is 2 times the volume of oxygen produced at the what? At the anode. This is the electrolysis of what? Of water. You can see now, the purpose of using this electrolyte, the main purpose is for it to conduct what? Electricity. To ensure proper decomposition or breaking down of water into its element, that is oxygen and what? And hydrogen. That's why the chemical formula for water is H2O. Because in water there is a double hydrogen and only 1 atom of oxygen. It's because of this ratio. So this is the electrolysis of what? Of water. I think you are assisted. After watching this video, guys, please like, share, subscribe. I think you are assisted. You can be asked another question which comes into my mind right now. You can be asked, give any type of acid being used to acidify what? Water. Because this is acidified water. What is acidified water? Is water with acid. So we can use it to acidify water. We can use sulfuric acid. We can use also hydrochloric acid. We can use sulfuric acid. We can use hydrochloric acid to acidify what? Water, so that that water can conduct electricity. This is the full lesson for electrolysis of water. I think you are assisted. Let us meet on our next section where we are going to talk about another area in chemistry. For example, we're going to talk about the oxygen lens process or the blast furnace. But for today, we managed to talk about the electrolysis of what? Of water in detail. If you have any question, you can come into my inbox. You can WhatsApp me on this number 07862824664. This is my WhatsApp number. You can WhatsApp me there and ask any question. I will answer you. After watching this video, please like, subscribe, share to your friends. If you keep on sharing this video, it motivates me so that I can make more videos, and you are the one who is going to benefit from what? From these videos. I thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.